Alright, everybody, let's play some more Cold Steel. Gonna put the hands on them, gonna sauce on them. Alright, let's get to Legram and have us a good day. I had some lunch, had a decent rest, got some soda, I'm ready to play. Finally. We have to change trains here, right? That's right. A train bound for Legram should be arriving in about 10 minutes. We'll need to hurry if we want to board it in time. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping for a chance to poke around Boreahard. Oh yeah, it's your first time in Boreahard, isn't it? I'd be glad to show you around should the opportunity arise. You did graciously open your home to us in Nord, after all. That we did. That we did. This would be more easily accessible. Okay. Alright, double train action. Wow, this forest is really dense. It almost looks like a scene from a picture book, as though if you kept very quiet, fairies might come out to play. It might not come as a surprise that there are many such legends in this region. The Lance Maiden, Leanne Sandlot, was born in Legram, but because of her preternatural strength and beauty, some believed her a changeling switched at birth by the fairies. Really? Fascinating. The reality is a bit less rosy. The family line of Count Sandlot came to an end when she died under mysterious circumstances. After the War of the Lions, it's hardly surprising that such tales have persisted. A changeling, huh? Oh! Look at that fog. It came on so suddenly. Well, Legram is well known for its fog, among other things. This is not all this common for this time of year. The fog does help keep the temperature cooler during the summer, though. In that case, bring on the fog. No, Lammy, you can't smash that. I love Milliam. Like, I love her as a character. Not too, like... I'm not terribly fond of her as a party member, but I love her as a character. She's just happy, bouncy energy fun. Whoa! Yes, well indeed. I would love to live in Legram. It's stunning. This is the first time I visited Legram, but it's every bit as beautiful as I'd been led to believe. So this is the town of Mist in Ancient Legends. I'm pleased you seem to have taken a liking to it. Unfortunately, the mist does hinder the visibility. On a clear day, the surface of the lake gleams like a polished mirror. Fog or no, it's breathtaking all the same. Welcome home, my lady. What? How long have you been there? Interesting, I couldn't sense him coming at all. I have returned, Klaus. I see that your proficiency in the art of concealment has not diminished in my time away from home. On the contrary, my age has begun to get the better of me, I'm afraid. Watching you grow and mature is the only joy left to an old man like me. Haha, surely you jest. Can I assume that father not coming to meet us means he's currently away from Legram? I'm afraid so. He also mentioned that he was unsure when he might return. I did expect that might be the case. Nonetheless, allow me to introduce you. Everyone, this is Klaus, the Arseid family steward. He fills in for my father in his absence and serves as acting master for the Arseid School of Swordsmanship. The acting master? Huh, sounds like one amazing old guy. Butler Klaus. I trust you all had a pleasant trip, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. Let me be the first to welcome you to Legram. Second, Laura already did that. If you'll come with me, I'll escort you to the mansion. Still, it doesn't look like the years have really changed too much here. It's like walking into a bygone era. You can really see the influence of the animism in the region, too. Just look at this stone monument. I believe that was built long before the Arseid family was entrusted with the governance of this region, which would make it several hundred years old, at the very least. It has a rather strange shape, too. Oh, what's that? It appears to be a statue of the Lance Maiden. That's right. The center statue is the Lance Maiden herself, while those two beside her are two of the Eisenritter. I believe these were made over 200 years ago as well. Indeed, tradition holds that they were constructed to honor the achievements of Saint Sandlot. Incidentally, the knight kneeling on the lower right is the ancestor of the Viscount. Huh, so that's Laura's great-great-great-grandfather, huh? You'll need a few more greats. We're about 10 generations apart. Lady Laura? Lady Laura, I'm so pleased to see you back in Legram. The Viscount did mention that you'd be returning. I'm so happy to see you again, Lady Laura. I'm so glad to see you're all well. I'm just back for 2 or 3 days on a field study as part of my coursework at the Academy. I'll be sure to visit more with each of you later. Oh, of course, please do. I'd love to hear all about how life at the Academy has been treating you. She seems to be quite popular around here. Yeah, it looks like the Viscount's family has built up a good relationship with the people of Legram. Sorry, Eustace. Like, Eustace, you try, but your dad's a douche. Looks like they finally showed up. Well, it's been pretty busy around here lately. I could use the help. Huh? Ah, well. Guess I'll go look over their tasks one more time, just to be sure. The real question is, how can Laura get into those thigh-high boots? And how can she fight so well in them? I can hear the ring of steel on steel. Undoubtedly the sound of swords crossing. Ah, so then this must be the Arseid School's training hall. Indeed it is. I have more memories in this building than I could possibly count. Although many of them involve being soundly defeated by my father, or Klaus. My apologies, my lady. But you had it coming, you rambunctious little scamp. Well, it's pretty apparent he's not your run-of-the-mill butler. You can tell by the way he carries himself. He has a master's poise. And this is Viscount Arsade's mansion. Wow, so this is where Laura lives. You'd expect nothing less from a Viscount. And it seems to be built on a hill overlooking the town, too. It was originally built with the intent that it could function as a stronghold should the need ever arise. Welcome to the home of Viscount Arsade. Allow me to show you around in my father's stead. I would love to live in a city like Legram. Wow. What an incredible view. It's so beautiful. It's not often I take in a view this spectacular. Say, is that Lohengrin Castle? Whoa, a castle! Ah, that must be Legram's famous landmark. Indeed, that's Lohengrin Castle. During the War of the Lions, it served as the Lance Maiden's stronghold. A saint's castle towering on the shore of a shimmering lake. Just seeing it there in all its majesty makes me want to set brush to canvas. It does seem like a scene tailor-made for painting. I agree, but there will be plenty of time to take in the scenery later. Right now, we need to go pick up our list of field study tasks. Oh, right. Are you the one who prepared our tasks for us, Klaus? Actually, the assigning of your duties here has been entrusted to a professional. A professional at what? Can you elaborate? Head to the Bracer Guild in the town's central plaza. At the Master's behest, they have taken on the responsibility of preparing all of the tasks for your field study here. The Bracer Guild? There's a branch here in Legram? Indeed, there's been a small branch of the guild in this town for many, many years. My family has a good relationship with the guild. They've done much for us in the town over the years. Oh, really? Well, whatever. Not like they asked me to do anything. What are you babbling on about? Nothing much. Just thinking out loud. Anyway, it looks like we need to go pay a visit to the guild. Yeah, I'd like to get through as many of today's tasks as we can. We'll be taking our leave now, Klaus. Of course. Please take care of everyone. Well, first we gotta... Hello there, Watto. You've been well, I hope? Why, of course. We're all doing well here, though perhaps less so on the business front. Oh? It's not really a big issue, it's just that your father rejected the order to raise taxes here. Deliveries coming through on the highway have slowed down a fair bit ever since. It's clear as day that Duke Alborea wasn't too pleased by Lord Arsade's decision. I see. Please allow me to apologize for my father's actions. You have no reason to feel responsible, Eustace. Indeed, deliveries by train have come through just fine, so ultimately, we're not up a creek without a paddle, at least. Fairy brooch. I probably should look into getting... Ah. Pandora. I have stuff I could sell. We'll see what Pandora's all about. By having Eustace power it up. Alright, so the Bracer Guild is right over there. No, down here. Like Legram is just a truly peaceful place to live.
A cross inside a circle. Any idea what it means?
No one really knows for sure. There are a number of theories, though.
Unfortunately, the meanings of most animist symbols have been lost over time.
I got some fishing to do. We got some big catches to catch.
Wow, I didn't think that door led out here.
Haha, nice find.
Fish here, a really lively bunch. I'd reckon that's due to the blessing of the spirits living in the lake. Well, let me fish then. Let me haul up some catch. Well, fishing is pretty okay in this game.
This building is the Legram branch of the Bracer Guild.
It's more valuable in at least the third game. Because in the third game, the stuff you can fish up can drop items that give you permanent stat boosts. Oh, the guild emblem. I must not have noticed it earlier with all the mist. Strange. The branches in the capital were closed due to political pressure, but this one still seems to be active. The Legram branch continues to operate as it always has. That's why I was rather surprised to find out the capital branches were no longer active. Come to think of it, we met a Bracer back when we were in Breahard for our field study, but I saw no signs of a guild branch there either. It was closed a year ago, though as I understand it, the pressure to close came from the Duke's household, not the Imperial government. Is that so? Well, Braces are an eyesore to most of those well-to-do types. They don't bow to authority, you can't bribe them with Mira, they're all about protecting civilians. Give them any excuse to lean on Bracers to get them out of the picture, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Millium, that's kind of... You don't mince words, do you? Choice words coming from an intelligence division operative. Do you think you're not complicit in this? Well, it's less us and more Gramps. He went barging into branches in the capital himself and started telling them what they could and couldn't do. Wow. That explains the instructor's frosty temperament toward him. Man, you guys sure know how to poke a guy where it hurts, don't you? Oh! Now there's a familiar face. I'm pleased to see you again, Toval. Oh, you know each other? Nah, we just ran into each other a couple of months ago. Long time no see, Laura. Sounds like Sarah's keeping your nose to the grindstone, huh? Wait, so you must be a former associate of our instructor, I take it. Pretty much. Name's Bracer Toval. Just call me Toval. I am Toval Randenauer. A Bracer with the guild here in the Empire. Good to meet you, ladies and gents of Class 7. Wait a minute. So it wasn't a coincidence that we ran into you in Breahard? Bingo. Sarah told me you were going to be there. She wanted me to keep an eye out for you and step in if you ever got in a real tight spot. But she insisted I play it casual and not give myself away. Man, that part was a lot harder than I thought it'd be. I had no idea. Thank you so much for all your assistance back then. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to bust Machias out without your help. You may not have directly assisted me, but I suppose you have my thanks nonetheless. Haha, you're welcome. Sarah's repaid that debt in full, though, so don't worry about it. Interesting. I had no idea you'd already met with some members of our class. Incidentally, Toval, the guild standing here in Erebonia certainly seems to have shifted over the past 2 years. No doubt. Basically, every branch here in the Empire was shut down after the government started putting pressure on us. Some of us found work in a different field, like Sarah. Others transferred to branches outside the country. But we all agreed to get back together if we can if we can ever resume operations in Erebonia again. Until then, we're just trying to keep a low profile, scraping out a living for ourselves. It sounds like a difficult life. Still, with the guild having to decrease its presence, isn't there more than enough work for the remaining branches? I wish. The Railway Military Police deals with a lot of the stuff we would have handled before. Your little lady's friend in particular keeps herself pretty busy. Oh, you mean Claire? Yep, she sure is a hard worker. Although with all the time she spends on work, it's no wonder she doesn't have a boyfriend. Damn, Milliam. Milliam, I'm not sure you should go around sharing the details of people's private lives without their consent. Well, I find enough work to keep the lights on here anyway. And this branch has the Viscount's approval, so we can display our sign without getting into trouble. So that's how it is. Well, it's nice to hear that the Viscount seems pretty supportive of the guild. He seems to find much of himself in the Bracer's way of life. Self-reliance, pride, a focus on helping others. He's long said that if he were free of other responsibilities, he would join the guild and work as a Bracer himself. Oh my, that seems very... I hardly think a man who owns territory in the Empire could just up and join the Bracers. The Radiant Blade Master himself is a Bracer, huh? In terms of strength and standing? In terms of strength and standing, he's probably on par with Cassius Bright. I'll bet he'd make an S rank right on the spot. Ah, Cassius Bright, Estelle and Joshua's father, Lord of the Bracers. From Trails in the Sky 1, 2, and 3. You know Cassius Bright? I believe he's currently a brigadier general in the Liberalian army, as well as a bearer of the title Divine Blade. I guess I should expect no less from a member of the intelligence division. Anyway, that's how the Viscount ended up asking me to sort out some tasks for your field study. Let me give those to you now. Let me. Alright, our Sage School training bout. I wish for Lady Laura and you, her classmates, to engage in a friendly training bout against the students of our Sage School. When you have prepared sufficiently, please make your way to the training hall, which is down the stairs outside the mansion to the right. A monster's been spotted roving the Evil Highway, and he's a big one. He's a Crocodark, Evil Highway. I request that Class 7 deal with this threat as soon as they possibly can. I need someone to replace a lot of orbment lights along the highway. If you like putting lights into things, you can find me in Watto's store. So here is defined as a 200 cell radius around Legram. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request. Oh, so this is how your field studies go. Generally, yeah. Should we come back tomorrow to pick up our next set of tasks then? Yeah, I've got some more work I could use your help with. We're pretty short-handed here, so we've got a real monster of a backlog building up. I'm counting on you to pave the way to Easy Street for me, okay? Will do. Alright then, let's waste no time getting started. Looks like one of these requests is from the training hall. It seems to be from Klaus. Got a monster extermination request, too, and we'll have to head out onto the highway for that one. It would be nice if we could cover as many of the townspeople's requests as possible, too. This is so cool! Okay. Do you sell weapons, Toval? Couldn't help but notice that Sarah set you up with a curriculum really similar to the work we Bracers do. I guess actual Bracer work like the stuff I've been throwing at you must come pretty naturally to you at this point. There's some truth in that, for sure. By the way, would you mind if I asked you something? Fire away. I know you gave us a hint back at that bar in Bereahard, but... And then there's also the fact that Instructor Sarah showed up with perfect timing right when we needed her. Your timing is a little too convenient. Did you come after receiving word from the Provincial Army? Nope, I actually heard about what was happening a little earlier from a friend of mine. As soon as the news reached my ears, I shot to my feet and got right in contact with the director here. And he was kind enough to give me a ride on the airship back from the capital. Was that your doing? Well, you see... So essentially, things worked out for us thanks to his pulling strings behind the scenes. I see that the Bracers live up to their reputation. Guess it makes sense why they're not too popular with certain folks. Well, listen, that was just a one-off, alright? I jumped through some serious hoops to make sure everything worked out, you know? We've been in his debt all this time without even realizing it. Indeed, I'm glad to know we can count on someone as reliable as him as an ally. Okay. Cool, cool. General goods. Like, I don't think there is a weapon shop here. You sell accessories, don't you, bro? Yes, you sell accessories. Need to buy some weapons, bro. Welcome, everyone. I hope the day is treating you well. If you need any armaments or have any orbit-related questions during your stay, just come straight to me. Thank you, Duncan. Your service is invaluable, as always. It's an honor to hear you say that. That reminds me, I've heard that you guys will be the ones taking on the request I sent into Topol. That's right. You wanted us to do something with the road lamps, right? Could we ask you for some further information about how to do that? Of course. It could take quite a while, though. Are you sure you have the time to do it? Oh, we do? Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. Just explain what it is you'd like us to do, and we'll get to it. Alright, here's how it'll go. I'm going to assume you all know what a road lamp is at this point. And you probably also know that they require regular maintenance in order to function as they should. That's especially true here in the Gram, since the moisture from the fog causes their circuits to short more frequently. I put in a request for Topol to inspect them not too long ago, actually. To my surprise, he discovered that almost all of the lamps close to town are in need of some maintenance work. I assume you want us to replace them all in one go, then? That's correct. To be a bit more specific, I'd like you to replace their orbit lights. That does seem like a long, troublesome task, the kind I'd normally pay someone else to do. The road lamp serves as a safety measure for travelers along the highway, though, so this is important. Sounds about as much fun as picking lint out of my belly button, but oh well, nothing we can do about it. This does seem like something Topol would usually handle himself, though. Isn't that right? It is? He'd probably laugh at us if a group of promising young students weren't able to change a few lights, I'll bet. It really takes me back to our field study in Celtic, though. That's right, we had to do something like this back then. I suppose every town needs working road lamps. So you're practically pros already? Hardly. I've managed to block off any memories of our group's first field study. Oh, no fair, you guys. Stop remembering that stuff I wasn't there for. That's what you get for showing up late to the party. Anyway, I assume the road lamps here also need a code to open their maintenance panels? Not quite. The lamps here in the Gram use a key for access instead, which means you'll be needing this. Well, at least it should make things simpler this way. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I don't need to remember a code this time. And here are the replacement orbit lights you'll need as well. New orbit light. 14! That's a lot of lights! A01 to A05, B01 to B09. That they are. Each one matches up with the road lamp it should be used in. You use the A1 light on the lamp with the A1 written on it, and so on. It's not exactly advanced calculus. So, you need any pointers on how to change them out? No, I remember how to do it from last time, so I think we'll be fine. Well, it seems to be everything we need to know to get started. We'll be on our way then. Good luck. Alright. Let's go change us out some lights. Ah, there's my weapon shop. I am poor. So very poor. Alright. Well, we can knock out 2 requests with 1 excursion. Looks like the fog's just as thick out on the highway as it is in town. It does go a long way toward keeping the temperature down, but it certainly doesn't help the visibility. True, even we locals lose our sense of direction out on the highway sometimes, but ever since they built the railway through here, there haven't been nearly as many people traveling this road. We need to pay extra attention to our surroundings to make sure that we don't become lost. That would be wise, and don't forget, there's no telling when some beast may try to jump out at us. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Indeed, so let's check out the map. Got a bunch of orbit lights out here to change. Dim significantly. Alright, let's exchange that light. Alright, that's one light exchange. This doesn't seem too bad. I don't suppose so. We just need to repeat this for the other 13 lamps on the highway. The work itself seems simple at least. Perhaps we should each take turns doing it then. That sounds fair. It's only right to share the workload. Yay, I called the next one. You're welcome to it. Alright, but since we're also here...
My turn!
Okay.
Of course. Evil will fall before my blade.
Need more cashola.
It feels almost magical.
I know. Like if you just wait long enough, you might see a fairy or something.
I should exchange that light. Little baby palm. Kill it.
Now's the chance. Let's my turn. Second.
Okay.
Of course.
Here I go. Now,
Goodbye. Boom!
Go! Okay, it's safe for now.
Reen can just do, or freaking Emma just does monstrous damage, and I love it.
Now's the chance. My turn.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
Right.
Boom.
might there. Yeah.
My turn.
Right.
It's my turn.
Oh, how did you not die, Chief?
Go! Okay.
What kind of evasion you got there, bro? Dang.
Awesome.
You are pretty great, Milliam.
Now's our chance. Let's
My
smash
turn.
'em.
It's my turn.
Of course.
My turn. There. Yeah.
Here we go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Not bad.
Ah, I gotta make sure people are linked up.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
Oh, that one was tough. This'll be fun.
Second.
It's my turn.
Phantophobia has a random status down.
Here I go.
Let's keep going.
I didn't
Making prep.
link anybody again.
Oh,
Dang
that's
it.
a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Emma, you would know all about beautiful chests. Alright, that's all of the A's done. Let's go to Ebel Highway 2 and do all the B's. Plus... just super speed light change and let's go.
Oh, the train comes through here.
That's the Ebel branch line, the same line we traveled here on.
That seems to be all that's necessary. Well done, Laura. That makes 7 lamps done, I think. Whoa, finally halfway done. 7 down, 7 to go. Yeah, let's get those last 7 done. Alright. And we're going to do it at hyperspeed.
We have the advantage.
My turn.
Alright, so we'll have Reen link. with Emma.
Second.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
I'll have Laura link with Nessa.
Off guard.
Gotcha. Here I go.
Now,
Here we go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Nice. Alright, anything scary back here? Nothing particular.
oh, that's a beautiful
Scary.
looking treasure chest.
Now's our chance. Let's
Go.
smash them.
Okay, yeah.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Oh, Laura doesn't have that anymore.
Right. You still have a lot of training to do.
That's just nice.
That'll help. No, not that. She's gonna be the one doing a lot of healing. That'll be fine. Right.
I welcome all
Go.
challengers.
Second.
My turn.
Yes, sir. Arcus, activate.
Arcus, activate.
Yeah.
Now,
Go. Second form.
it's my turn.
Here we go. Now's our chance.
Good job.
Leave it to me here.
Here I go. Don't mess with us.
Agreed.
I did it.
Abyss Shadow. Speed plus 15 prevents death blows, delay, vanish. Ooh. Right now, Laura is also fast AF.
We'll have to fight our way.
Oh boy. Why is it lagging on my phone so bad?
Right.
Has it really been 30 minutes already? I'll be. It has. It has. Alright, I reckon we'll finish the lights off,
Ooh, that one looks tough.
and then we'll call it there.
A worthy adversary.
Yeah. Arcus, activate.
My turn. Second.
Of course.
Here I go.
Now,
Here we go. Second.
Right. We should keep going.
Man, Laura being fast is great. My final orbit light. That's the last of them. 14 lamps. There's a good day's work. The highway should be better lit now, though. With the fog, it's difficult to tell. At least the residents of Legram should be safer as they travel the highway now. Now that we finished up, we should report back to our client. Yeah, let's go back and see Duncan. Or, hear me out, we'll call the video here, and then next time we'll do that. Sounds good to me.